Welcome back. Every November, Sarnia Lambton remembers the sacrifice of our veterans, but starting last year, that act of remembrance is now brought directly to some doorsteps. We're speaking today with Tom St. Amand and Doug Woods, the project organizers behind Sarnia's War Fallen project, where they called home. This project places memorial signs at the former residences of Sarnia's fallen soldiers. Tom and Doug, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, Marlon.
Thanks for inviting us in.
Anytime. So, Doug, why don't we start with the original inspiration for this project?
Yeah, it occurred a year ago, or 2 years ago in November. I was in Toronto visiting my son, and in front of his house were two signs on telephone poles. Neighbors, each two houses side by side, and they had both lost soldiers or their sons in the Second World War, and both Donovan and I were just kind of fascinated by the fact that two neighbors would both lose their sons. And the whole concept of putting the signs up on the pole tweaked my interest. I thought, boy, it'd be fun to do that. And I for Sarnia, and I came home and mentioned it to Tom, and then Tom wouldn't let go of it. It was like giving a bone to a dog, and that's why we're here today. It occurred. It happened. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, Tom, can you tell us what's the primary goal behind the project? Like, is it purely remembrance, or is there an educational part to and community building to this project?
Actually, all three, I think, Marlon, to tell you the truth. And just to go back to what Doug said, I immediately went to Tom Slater, and Tom is the third person who's the organizer as well. And Tom is the backbone of the project as far as we're concerned, because he had written a book called the Sarnia War Remembrance Project, giving a biography of every fallen soldier in Sarnia. And it's, I think, the final edition just came out, and I think it's about 1,500 pages in 3 volumes. So we had a strong basis to start. So when I told Tom about the project, I think Doug at this point thought, okay, we're just going to put laminated signs on posts. But Tom, being the researcher, knew that it had been done in Ottawa. The Glebe Institute, a school there, had done 35 fallen soldiers who were former students. And so what transpired was we all agreed it was a great idea, and we thought perhaps it would give more exposure to the fallen in the community and their families. And we thought the community would be right behind it in every way, which fortunately it has been. We have many people to thank. And then educational, yes, you can read about these heroes who fell in action from Sarnia.
No, that's great. It's great for our community and great for the families as well. The project has grown from about 250 signs to over 300. So how challenging was it to, do that research and confirm those addresses with all these fallen soldiers?
Fortunately, we had Tom, but we didn't have all the addresses. But using the archives and city directories, we would get together, Doug, Tom, and I, and we would detail our progress, and we would say, let's try to find this person here. So last year, we knew that there were just 250 confirmed addresses. This year, it's expanded to, I think, 315 or 317 signs, because we were able to find more of the addresses through further research. And in some cases, Doug can speak about Centennial Park, what we do there. Go ahead, Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
So we have approximately 130 signs where we know where they did live, but there may not be a house there anymore, or there's an apartment building, et cetera, et cetera. So we decided to put those 130 signs down at Centennial Park, and we've laid them out somewhat like a wartime cemetery, and they're just random. They're not in alphabetical order. They're not in any chronological order. They're just randomly put there, and it's fascinating to watch